For look of the week this week, we're going to work with some more neutral colors. But for my foundation, I've used Dewy MakeSense foundation. And then I always mix a tiny bit of Pearlizer into my foundation. I used to use a tiny, tiny bit. I'm just going to show you here. See that little shimmer? I mix that little bit of shimmer, and not very much, in with my foundation. So you get that light reflecting property without the whole shiny, shiny shimmer. One of my favorite things to do. The Pearlizer deflects light away from imperfections. So blemishes, fine lines, it's a handy little trick. I do it every single day. My blush is Rose Dew. It is a cream blush. It comes in a little airless pump. I'm just gonna, because I'm in my upper 50s, I will be 57 this summer. I like to keep my color up higher on my cheekbone as opposed to down here. And just blend that in with a really dense angle brush. And then I like to go back over with my foundation brush and just smooth that in, okay? All right, oh, brows. I like the liquid brow. You can use a cream or a pencil. I like the liquid brow because I feel like it gives me a little more natural look. You just kind of like swipe it on, and I let it set up just long enough to do the other one. And then I go back with my spoolie end and just comb that up and out. You kind of get that, you get some added color. It fills it in, but it's still pretty natural looking, not as drawn on as some of the other products that we use. Okay, for the eyes, we're going to use 3 colors. We're going to use Sandstone Pearl. It's a flat, it's a matte color. The colors are cream. They're ShadowSense colors, and they are cream. They're amazing. And this color is just going to go on all over my lid, clear to my brow. I love the ShadowSense colors. I love the cream. They're great to work with for blending. And once they set up, you can't rub them off. There's no powder fallout, and they are water resistant, so it won't sweat off. Okay, so I just did a really natural color all over my lid, clear to my brow. Just kind of gets rid of those little fine capillaries that we have that kind of show up, and just gives you a really smooth palette to work with. Then my second color, you're basically going to work with 3 colors. When you're working with 3 colors, you're going to do a light, a medium, and a dark. Okay, so I've got the Sandstone Pearl. This is Pink Posey, and this one is Mahogany Shimmer. So you just have 3 colors that kind of graduate. They don't have to be like, these are kind of the same color family. They don't have to be. You could have like a lot of contrast. We can do that sometime too. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of color off the stem with my fluffy round brush. And I'm going to start in my crease. And I'm going to go above the crease just a little bit because I'm slightly hooded when I look straight ahead. So if you go above that crease, you don't lose that color. So start in the crease, just kind of go back and forth like a little window wiper, and then up above the crease. So that way you still have that lightest color right there on your brow bone to highlight it, but you have some transition there. Okay, super simple. Then that darkest color, in this case, the Mahogany Shimmer, I'm going to take the applicator and I'm going to scrape so there's not like a whole glob on there. And I'm going to put some right here in the corner and some in the corner here. And then this brush, where's that? It's still a round tip fluffy, but it's not quite as fluffy as the one I used for the crease. And I just pat that color, especially your shimmer colors. I should say, especially your glitter colors. You want to pat because it just moves the color around. your shimmers and your glitters. I'm just going to pat that color in until I get the blended out look that I'm looking for. Really simple. And if you want that color to be darker, you just pick up a little bit more with your brush and pat some more color on. I'm kind of liking the way that one turned out. This one is blending pretty nice. This one needs a little bit of softening right there. You can see that line where the dark is like there's a definite line. So I'm going to go back with that middle brush and I'm just going to blend back and forth over that line so it's not as stark like that. You can do that over here a little bit too. Okay. Then I like to use my, here it is, my eye illuminator. It's eye cream with Pearlizer in it. And I just pick up a tiny bit on my finger. It's kind of a solid in there. And I go right here and underneath, okay, towards your nose. Okay, so that kind of makes that definite line here without having to be so precise. So the eye cream will help with the puffiness underneath, help smooth the fine lines, and the Pearlizer deflects the light away from the imperfections again. Okay, I like to line my upper lash line with liquid because I like that, just for every day, I like that clean, tight look. And I find that liquid is the best way to get that because I can get that right. It just like flows right into the edge of my lashes. I get that nice tight look, so it's lined, but basically it just makes the lashes look thicker. And then my lower lash line, I'm going to use my black. You could use black, you could use black brown. I have a charcoal. I'm just going to use my black pencil and I'm going to line my waterline. Now, if you have a smaller eye, you're just going to want to go to like the pupil line and not all the way to the inner corner. Because that will close it up just a little bit. Mascara. My mascara and my mascara primer, I'm going to warm up in my sport bra quick. And while we're letting that warm up, we're going to do lips, okay? I'm going to kind of keep with this neutral look, and I'm going to use two colors, Velvet and Creamer. The Velvet we're going to line with. I'm going to wipe all the extra moisture off my lips. I'm going to line with the Velvet. And if you have a smaller upper lip, you can line that outer edge. To make it appear bigger. I use a relatively thick line because I'm going to just smooth over it. And then I'm going to use the creamer, the lighter color. And I'm going to fill that inside my line the first time. Okay, just fill that in. And while I'm going to let that dry, I'm going to put my mascara primer on. The primer is amazing because it gives you that first coat. It wraps all the way around the lash. nourishes, it moisturizes. It has capixyl in it, so it helps them grow. I'm going to go back and finish my lips while my mascara primer is drying. So this time, I'm going to just cover the whole lip, including my liner. And the LipSense, you use 3 thin layers. So you can see I still kind of have that darker line around there, but I've covered it up so it's not like really definite. Once your LipSense dries, then you just add a little gloss. I'm going to use the Aspire gloss. And then you can rub your lips together. Oh, I got a sticky spot there. The Aspire gloss is kind of a malted color. It's really pretty by itself too. Okay, then we're just going to top off the mascara. Now that the primer has dried, I like the waterproof. And look at the volume and the length that you get with that primer. A little bit on the bottom. There. Look of the day. I think we'll call it Cloudy Day. Have a great week.